Welcome, people of Asor, to the Vice President debate. I am your host, Benjamin Hollow. Today we have the great parties of AMU, FON, and LA. Would the AMU like to present their candidate?
Hello, my name is Giuseppe Ferraro. I am from the first colonization of Azuria. I was once a proud serving member of the Azurian military forces when I was younger and after the great formation of a republic. And I am a representative for all those who have served or are still currently serving. And I also am a person who supports the betterment of the people of the Azurian Republic.
All right. Thank you very much. FON, would you like to present your candidate?
Yes, my name is Martin von Ilden. I am the leader of the Faithful of Nazarene, one of the spiritualist parties within the Senate. I am a man of God and the people of the Republic, and I am very interested in providing for all of us here in Azuria.
Thank you very much. LA, would you like to present your candidate?
I am Simon Vaslak. I am the leader of the Liberal Alliance. I am a native born of our planet here, and the Liberal Alliance originally was a member of the Reformist Party. We're the oldest party in our great republic, and we've been fighting for more rights for colonial holdings before the Civil War engulfed the entire galaxy. Now on, we support our republic today.
Thank you very much. Let us go into the questions. We'll start with the AMU. What do you think of the potential presidential candidates? AMU?
Uh, can you give me that question again, please?
Of course. What do you think of the potential presidential candidates?
I have no ill will against any of them. I haven't seen them do anything wrong, and I haven't seen them do anything too great to really
So,
for me to just do my own undying love to.
no strong
I think
opinions?
no strong opinions. No.
Okay, thank you very much. FON, what do you think of the potential presidential candidates?
Well, I must say that our last president, President McAdams, did do a fine job in his term, and the VP of Bluesworth also did a very excellent job. I can be assured that one of the two of them, if elected, would do continue to do great for our republic. I have no strong opinions of the UCP. However, I feel that Captain Sando Dovlov of the APP have gotten off to a rough start and is making enemies where they don't necessarily need to.
Thank you, thank you. The LA, what do you think of the potential presidential candidates?
The current roster are a collection of, I'd say now, experienced senators, and I think they would do all good jobs in their respective fields and their ideologies. I have no ill will against any of them. I think they'd all do a good job. However, in my personal opinion, I do think that with the endorsements, which President Alexander has got, I do think he'll become president again. I have no will against the man. He's served our republic well so far. But any of the other candidates there would also do a fantastic job as president.
Thank you very much. We'll continue on to a more galactic question. If we are unable to reform the galactic community, do you believe we should leave it? Or do you believe the galactic community as it is fine? Let us start with the AMU.
I don't believe we should leave the galactic community, but I do believe that we should do some form of reform inside the galactic community to make sure smaller nations such as the Azurian Republic are protected from those who are much larger militarily and economically, do not enforce their wills on us to a point that we no longer have what we can deservedly call sovereignty. I rather for us to be able to make sure we can establish some way to protect the independence of our nations so that way we can always be able to reach out to the community as a nice, friendly nation instead of somebody who could possibly be chained down to a law that we are forced to abide that we had no influence of possibly changing.
Thank you. Thank you. FON.
Should the galactic community not be able to be reformed, I still think it would be an ill-advised move for Azuria itself to leave the community, as if we did so, we would almost be isolating ourselves from the diplomatic stage where all of humanity is gathered to discuss and to do diplomatic actions. And I feel to exclude ourselves from that would harm relations with everyone of our people.
Thank you very much. LA.
Well, the Liberal Alliance is the only skeptical party within the Senate right now, which does not believe the Galactic community will benefit us. And as your question stated there, if it cannot reform, well, it'll only be damaging to us then. As we know, it's mostly controlled by the two superpowers right now, and they would be able to influence every other nation how we dictate, what laws we have, how we govern ourselves. Essentially, they'd be able to supplant our own democracy, preventing our people from deciding what politicians should be in charge and allow some foreign entity to control us. Therefore, if the Galactic community cannot reform, it is guaranteed that we should leave and we should encourage others to leave to ensure that we are not isolated. And even if we are isolated, we're the linchpin in trade. No one can risk us being destroyed because if we're destroyed, it'll encourage another faction to move in and attack them to defend us. We are guaranteed to be defended as no one wants their trade to be disrupted, their economies to be destroyed, and therefore we should continue to maintain our neutrality and stay out of the galactic community if it's unable to reform.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll move on to a more topical questions with from accusatory. Sorry. What is your opinion on the power of the ARC? We'll start with the FON.
Hmm. I The ARC as an independent entity within the Senate is the largest party in our politics of the last term. However, and I do feel like they do have great influence being the largest party. However, especially it's been proven that even though they are a large party, we do not necessarily rely on them to get anything passed. There was the coalition that formed that is able to prove that smaller parties can build together to be even larger than the ARC. Uh, Personally, us with Fawn have reached across with almost any party we can in order to make deals and work with everyone to make sure that there is no one party everyone relies on. We have made laws and helped out with ARC, with ARF, and the coalition itself. And I honestly don't feel like the ARC or anyone is a threat to our current democracy.
Thank you very much. LA.
Well, ARC feels a very good and very well trained amount of senators who have vast amounts of experience in many different areas. I don't think we should fear ARC. The people vote for whichever political party they believe will be able to do the best for the Republic. Therefore, it's our responsibility as politicians to convince them otherwise. I have no ill will towards ARC. I think they've done some good things so far, some other questionable things when it comes to the economy and stuff like that, but are controlling the Senate. Nothing wrong with that if the people voted for it, and as long as democratic elections are still held, when all parties can still be elected in, there's nothing wrong with them having majorities within the Senate.
Thank you very much. AMU.
I believe that ARC isn't something to be really concerned as being too powerful because, as Vaughn said or stated, that enough small parties can still override the votes of ARC in itself. It is just more of the matter of the influence ARC in itself can carry out by being able to work with other political parties and being able to be friendly with them and maybe being able to come to any forms of compromise. It's because they, even though ARC is one of the most largest parties in the Senate, they do not have anything that's more than 51% of the votes, so they can't do anything alone. They always have to rely on one of us as another party member, or political party as a person that could possibly support them on the bill that may align with our views as well in order to actually get anything passed. So I believe that ARC isn't as threatening when it comes to power that this question may possibly be asking. I think that's what this question is addressing is possibly fear of
Yes.
ARC being too powerful, which I do not believe it is.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll move on to an open debate section. LA, would you like to state a question to one of your peers?
I'd like to question both of them here. During the first term of the Senate, we had a very disastrous first day, we should say, in which people were supplanting, I'd say, our very democracy by not debating in reasonable debates or anything of the sort. We were shouting over each other. We didn't have any sort of speaker to prevent people from shouting over each other, and essentially bills were being passed without debate happening, votes being flung out, and frankly, a very uncoordinated Senate, which brought shame to our republic being shown to every single one of our citizens. The LA walked out due to the not recognizing the Senate in its current state. If such an occasion were to happen again, would you try and prevent it from happening like our party did? And if that did not succeed, would you then walk out?
I will.
Um,
I'll send this question to FON first.
well, yes. While it was a chaotic day and, like you said, rather shameful, I don't believe that walking out on on the situation is the way to necessarily handle it. We should try to persevere and right the wrongs of the actions that others commit in order to uphold our ideas of democracy.
All right. Thank you very much. AMU.
I would like to say AMU was late to the voting during the day that chaos that you're implying happened, because when we arrived, that whole situation already was kind of calmed down, and we already had a senator, a speaker of the Senate during that time, so I can't really have my own views except that I rather support something in the government to where we can make it more smoothly, where we can have a Senate of the Speaker be applied first before the laws happen. I guess is one way to solve this,
All
but
right.
I can't really say anything personally about this because AMU, due to personal problems that happened, were not able to arrive during that chaos that Mr. Simon was talking about, but we do wish for some way to allow ease in the Senate voting, possibly in the future.
Thank you. Thank you. AMU and FON, do any of you have any questions to each other?
At this time, I don't personally have anything I'd like to bring up before the other candidates.
All right. Thank you. AMU.
I do not have anything else either, as
All
well.
right.
I do not.
We will then go into final statements. Let us start with AMU.
I would like to say thank you to all those who have watched our debate tonight. It makes me happy to see those who support our Republican ideas, and that I promise to make sure that the people of Azuria will always live a decent and better life, as the new bills such as Plenitude was recently passed, and so was the consumer benefits one. I also promise to make sure that our nation always stays safe by making sure there is laws that are implemented to increase our military if the need arises to make sure we can be able to defend ourselves, and that I will always represent those who are serving the military and those who have already resigned from the military after active service for so many years.
Thank you. Thank you. FON.
I would like to close our vice president debate with reminding the people of the Republic what FON has accomplished in the last 10-year term. We at FON have been able to work across the bridges and aisles of all across the Senate. We have made laws and deals with the ARC, with the ARF, with the coalition that formed Fawn is a party that can work with others and can get things accomplished. And I feel as a vice president, I would be able to continue that trend of making sure everyone within the Senate is able to get um, is able to work together for the betterment of our republic.
Thank you very much. And LA?
The Liberal Alliance is there for everyone within our republic, be that left, right, centrist, it does not matter to us. We are there for every single citizen of our republic. We guarantee that we'll ensure that our republic is safe. We'll ensure that despite the efforts of the last Senate, that we'll ensure that starvation does not happen in our plans with a reducing amount of food which is being brought to me. I will guarantee that we will defend the Republic no matter what happens in the future. That we will guarantee that every single citizen can live peacefully and in pursuit of happiness, in prosperity, no matter what happens. We live there for the Republic and we will protect the Republic. May long live the Republic.
Thank you very much. This has been the vice presidential debate. Remember to vote.